It isn't funny, you're just annoying. Thanks, I get that a lot. Hey friends, this is something I peeped in. Today we'll be playing more Here for Sweethearts. Last time we left off, we played these two, I think. So now we're playing Vesilis. Okay. I'm pretty sure Vesilis is the head mistress's like a kid or something. But they were like they vandalized the school property basically, I think, in the last episode with Crovin. So let's meet this new person. It's been a few days since your run-in with the headmistress. You feel lucky you were able to get out of trouble. And you now got a new friend out of it too. You just finished classes for the day. The air is just as clean and pleasant as ever, and the sun still hasn't shown any trace of hostility since you've arrived. You love nothing more than to just call up a friend and lay down in the courtyard together, soaking in the warm rays. Alas, it's not much of an option for you right now. You've been swamped with homework for today. Well, maybe swamped is a bit of an exaggeration, but you're sure you won't be able to finish all of it before dinner tonight. Part of you feels like ditching the homework entirely and taking the zeros that come with it. But no, you should do good in school. Besides, if you start slacking, your teachers will be sure to know this, and then you'd probably have more calls into the office, which is better to avoid. All this to say, yeah, you're doing your homework. You make your way towards the library. It's nice in there, and you've seen students work in there before. Might be fun to try and do work across them, next to them, who knows, maybe you'll see some of your friends in there already. You open the large doors to the library. Despite being in here a few times before, the tall ceilings never feared to... I lost my voice. Despite being here a few times before, the tall ceilings never failed to impress you with just how open they make the space. You walk through the library looking for a place to sit. Before you can get very far. Oh, it's you. What? Huh? Wow, why are you angry with me? Hello there, do I know you? What happened the other day? Sorry about what happened the other day. Why would I be sorry? I didn't do shit, okay? Hi. But, okay. Vesilis quickly skirts past you, offering nothing. You didn't know a simple hello could offend someone so much. You turn to look for them, but alas, they're already gone. What else are you supposed to say? If only you knew, maybe you would have gotten about this differently somehow. Oh well, next time. But I didn't do anything. Sorry about what happened the other day. Yeah, what? I didn't do shit. You're the one that did it. Yeah, you should be. A few hushes around the both of you as Vesilis snaps. They begin speaking in hushed anger. Oh, that's the headmistress. Never would have caught us if you didn't make your way over. Serial. Never would have caught us if you didn't make your way over. So you got in trouble? I doubt that. So you got in trouble? Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't I get in trouble after that? Anyone in their right mind would punish behavior like that. Don't act stupid. Jeez, you didn't mean to set him off like that. She came after me after she got you guys. You apologized to Vesilis. It just seems like the right thing to do. You didn't mean to get them in trouble. Yeah, trouble. Whatever. Did you need something? Or are we done here? Well, you were going to do some homework by yourself in here, but maybe they'd like to work together alongside you? Pfft, yeah, we don't even know each other. Why would we do homework together? Because I'm really stupid and need your help. Stupid? Then Crovin should be the one you ask for help. He's a lot smarter than me. Oh, is that so? You're joking. Is that so? Are you kidding? Crovin is like the top in all of his classes. He's really smart, even if he tries to hide it. You admit to them it's quite surprising to hear. After all, troublesome students rarely care about their grades. And after the thing he did the other day. That wasn't him. Oh, that was you. Okay, cool. Huh? It was my idea. Croven just helped me do it. You asked Vasilis why they would want to do that. Hey, you wanted to go do some homework together, right? Let's go do that then. What? Don't give me that stupid look. Come on, let's go find a place to sit down. Vasilis quickly guides you to a group of tables in the library without saying anything else. Suddenly, they were completely willing to study with you. Maybe they figured it was just the fastest way to get you to stop annoying them. They take a seat across from you at one of the tables and take out some books to study. You sit and reach into your bag, pulling out the stuff you ought to work on. The two of you sit in silence, studying together a while, until... Oh my god, the silence is so awkward. What? What is it? Why are you looking at me? I'm distracted by your charm. I don't think this will be that good. I need help. Yeah, and what do you want me to do about it? I told you, I'm not the one you should go for I'm not the one you should go to for answering questions. Besides, I'm trying to work by myself, okay? I said I'll study with you. That should be enough. Vasilis, you sit in silence and study for a few minutes longer. Eventually, Vasilis gets up, pushes their chair in, and leaves without saying a word. Come on! Perhaps for them it was better than just sitting in quiet awkwardness. Maybe you could have said something to make them want to stay, but what would you have said? Maybe next time you meet, you'll say something better and things won't be quite so awkward. What if I say, do I know you? Do you know what? No, you don't. Let's keep it that way. Vasilis brushes past you and out the library before you can even have a chance to say anything. You want to be calling about them, but quickly shut your mouth and remember you are in the library. It's just as well. They didn't seem up for wanting to talk to you anyways. You would hope that by I don't know how to pronounce. I know that word. Feigning innocence, Vasilis might be more forgiving. But instead, it just gave them an excuse not to talk to you. Oh well. Maybe next time. You hope, if only there was some way to do it over. Sorry, I doubt that. You doubt it? You tell Vasilis that it just seems very unlikely. You had only approached them a few moments before the headmistress spotted you. She was probably going to catch them in the act regardless whether you were there or not. Ugh, I doubt it. She probably followed you here when you came over to us, new kid. Next time you see us, just leave us alone, huh? Vasilis harshly pushes past you as they leave the library. Jeez, you were just being honest. But as you've learned by now, honesty is almost never what people really want to hear. You'll remember that the next time you'll be able to try again. Sorry? You got in trouble? I don't think that's a good one because the sweater is ace and arrow colors. Because I like you. What? Sorry, not interested. But not interested. Vasilis quickly lifts their parameter, leaving you by yourself. Perhaps being bold wasn't the best choice, but it was the only thing you could think to say. So much for that. Hopefully you can still try again. Because then you can get to know each other. Yeah, no thanks. I'm not interested. You're not wanting to give up so easily. You'll certainly try again. Of course I would. Sorry, you got in trouble. I'm really stupid. Oh? Are you kidding? Croven is like at the top. Oh, okay. He's really smart even if he tries to hide it. I'm distracted by your charm. That's what I thought here. No, wait. You just couldn't help yourself. Well, you got pretty far with them, so maybe it won't be so bad next time you try again. Yeah. So apparently I'm supposed to talk about their mom. You're joking. Are you kidding? Okay, everything is like the same with that. Is the headmistress your mom? Ugh, no. She's my what the huh? Huh? That's so good. What? I didn't even expect that. But like, okay, she isn't my sister in the way you're probably thinking, but she's definitely my sister. It's more like, never mind. I won't bother trying to explain it to you. It's a cultural thing. You won't get it anyways. Well, that explains why they look so similar. Is that really the stupid question you wanted to ask? Everyone in this dumb school already knows we're related. Everyone except you. I'm the new kid. Okay, I have an excuse. Hey, you are the new kid after all. Yeah, whatever. Now that you know we're related, please, like, don't ever bring it up again, okay? Why not? It doesn't matter why not. Just drop it. Awkward silence it is. Listen. Just drop it, okay? It's nothing. Nothing happened. Literally nothing happened. And it sure isn't anything to write home about, alright? I'm sorry. It's whatever. Sit in silence and then they get up to leave and then it's awkward. Okay, did she punish you very badly? No, god damn it! She didn't punish me at all. Vasilis takes a deep breath. It was clear that they were a bit more emotional there than they wanted to be. Fuck it, fine. Vasilis hushes themselves to a whisper once again. I lied when I told you I got in trouble earlier. I didn't get any punishment. I never do. No matter what it is I've tried, she always lets me off scot-free. It never ever changes. And that's upsetting to them? Yes! I hate it. I hate the special treatment. I told you she's not my mom, but boy does she sure act like one sometimes. A snotty mom who lets a spoiled brat get away with everything no matter what. It's enough that people think the only reason I'm here is because I'm related to the headmistress. The least she could do is treat me like I'm just another student. Is that so? You were always told that the acceptance process of aphids or the ostracism process at the rest was random. Or if there is a formula, no one knows what it is. It is random. At least, it's supposed to be. But nowadays, even I start to doubt it. I wonder if I really am here because of her. Not like she'd ever tell me. Is that why you were causing trouble? Oh man, it's like a kid wanting attention from their parents. Maybe a little. I mean, it's not like it was my intention from the beginning. But things add up, you know? So I kept pushing the envelope. At first I was happy to not get into trouble. I mean, who wouldn't be? But the more I was able to get away with, the more it began to piss me off. I hate her stupid favoritism. Getting off easy all the time, all for what? Because I'm related to her? Does she think I'm a baby who doesn't know any better? I'm in high school, god damn it. Ridiculous, and everyone knows it. I wish I didn't look so much like her, so I could at least pretend I'm a normal student. Ugh, look at you. You got me rambling about it. You apologize. No, it's whatever now, it's just... you attracted her to me the one time I didn't want to get caught. Oh? I mean, a display like that? Of course I was begging to get caught. At least, at first I was. Graffiti like that, she would have had to given me a punishment. But then, Croven came up to me on the way to the courtyard and asked me what I was doing. When I told him, he wanted to join me. And as we were choosing a spot to marking it down, I don't know. Suddenly I didn't want to get caught anymore. We were having fun, you know? And then, you came and ruined it. You see, you didn't mean to, you were just curious. Yeah. And now we are here. I wanted to get into trouble and yet I didn't want to get caught. And in the end, I ended up neither. I managed to get away and now Croven is in trouble because of... We tell them that Croven didn't get in any trouble, and neither did I. Huh? You repeat, Croven didn't get in trouble. At least, you're pretty sure he didn't. When you and Croven were sitting in the headmistress's office, your visit was interrupted by Theodore. He showed up because Croven had texted him, and after they made some bizarre excuses, they ran out of the office before Croven could receive any sort of punishment. You're unsure if the headmistress gave him a punishment during the week, but you were able to go catch lunch with Theo and Croven after the whole ordeal, and everything seemed like it worked out okay. Theo? Right. Leslie's mood seemed to shift at the thought of him. Was everything alright? Huh? No, it's fine. Just what? I mean, you were singing with them, so maybe you would know. Vasilis seems to gulp in anticipation before asking. Theo and... Are they brothers? Are they together? Are they... I don't know. Theo and Croven, are they a thing? Are they a thing? Well, I don't really know. A thing? You know, a thing, an item, a package deal. Are they together? I don't think so. Well, you would have to ask them to be sure, but you don't really get those vibes from them. Yeah, I don't get any vibes from them. They seem like best friends, honestly. They seem to just be really great friends. And they didn't do any traditionally romantic things either, like call each other pet names or kiss. Well, I mean, Theo tends to give nicknames to people. Like, what did he call me? Sweet thing? The closest thing they did was throw their arms around each other. I suppose it's possible they could be dating, but you feel like if they were, they would have told you to begin with. Yeah, that makes sense. It makes a lot of sense actually when you put it like that. So if someone were to say, ask Kerwin to go to that stupid star dance the school's having. Oh, is that what this is about? No, of course not. Don't get any ideas. I was just wondering, that's all. Not like I care if he has a date anyway. I just like to know what's going on, you know? So I wanted to know. You'll laugh and tell Vasilis that it's alright. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. You think they should go for it. And besides, if worse comes to worse, you'll be plenty happy to take them yourself. Yeah, we could go together. As friends. Ha, yeah, right. What makes you think I would want to go with you? Just because I think you're cute. I'm just gonna stop talking now. You can't help but laugh again. Though it makes you happy to know that despite what they may say, they seem to have a very caring heart deep down. They do. That's so sweet. Is your relationship with her that strained? I don't want to talk about it. Or... Alright. Okay. I'm sure she just wants good things. So you agree with them? You think I'm in here because she helped me? No, that's not what you meant. You don't know for sure or not if she helped them, but... No, I get it. Just drop it. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Alright. I didn't mean to upset you. I'm not upset. Just drop it, okay? It's nothing. Nothing happened. Literally nothing happened. And it sure isn't anything to write home about. Okay, that's the same. Didn't mean to make you mad. I'm not mad. Just drop it, okay? It's nothing. Nothing happened. Literally nothing happened. And it sure isn't anything to write home about. Is everything okay? It's fine. Just drop it. Okay. I think I'm done with that. Oh, shoot. I forgot. You're totally a thing! Well, you would have to ask them to be sure, but the way they talk to each other seems to hit at the deeper feelings. I don't feel that way, but I just want to find out. The way they're always tossing their arms around each other and laughing at each other's jokes when they aren't even funny. I mean, just because I find it not funny doesn't mean that they don't find it funny. Different people have different sense of humor. They just vibe. Not to mention the way Theo dove in the minute Kerwin was in trouble. Homie, when someone's in trouble, you go help them, right? It's possible that they were very close friends, but you can't help but feel from your own experiences that the relationship is more than that. Right. I see. Aww. Yeah, that's what I thought. I noticed it too, but I guess it's obvious, isn't it? Sorry, Bean, I gotta go. Vasilis rushes out the library, almost tripping over themselves in the process. They look pretty embarrassed as they left. There's a time and place for everything. And this was not the time or place to say what you did, evidently. Even if... No, it's alright. They're sure to feel better about it in time. And then maybe you can attempt this later again at a better moment. Alright, I really... Every single character, I'm just like, yes, I enjoy this character. They're nice, I like them. Alright, next one. Twyla? Twyla. I think Twyla. They look like an owl. Barn owl. I love barn owls. And just like that, another day of school is done. It's funny. When you first got here, you were steadily keeping track of how many days it had been. You'd wake up and immediately know the exact number of days since you stepped onto the soil of Aether West. But when you wake up this morning, you couldn't quite remember what the number was anymore. It didn't seem to matter. Perhaps you were finally becoming accustomed to your new happy school life. Yes, you do have a happy school life. You get to dorm in a beautiful campus, food always readily available, rooms of activity to peruse at your leisure. The schoolwork was hard at first, and at times a little daunting, but you finally fall into a steady pattern of balance. You're able to finish your homework and still have time to enjoy yourself. Damn, if only that's true. And enjoy yourself you have. By this point, you've acquired a pretty sizable friend group, and you're able to spend time with them both in and out of class. Especially during lunchtime when you alternate between tables day by day. One day you'll sit beside Natina where her table has the room for it. She's got quite the clique of friends, but occasionally they make room for you to sit too. The next day you'll sit beside Mitzi and Ollie. It's cute when Ollie dozes off on your shoulder and you like to sit next to them because of this. Then, the day after that, you might find yourself sitting with Croven and Theo, and sometimes Vasilis too, whenever they decide to join. It's fun to watch Croven pass his homework off to Theo to copy for a class he has next period. And while you are still definitely the new kid, the label seems to be waning off now. You sense it won't be long before you're just another student at Aether West. Things have started to feel normal now, even when... What was that? A sudden chill has surged its way across your spine so fast you couldn't help but shiver. You look around you. There's a girl walking in the opposite direction as you. Did you not notice her pass you by before? Unable to resist the temptation, you jog up to her and tap her on the shoulder. She turns to face you, looking rather annoyed. Can I help you with something? For a moment you can't speak. The chill you felt just moments before feels almost like it's emanating from her. The bite in her voice and the ice in her stare. She feels like the cold. Are you gonna continue to gawk like an idiot, or are you gonna say something? I don't have all day. You're cold. Excuse me? You apologize. You didn't mean to sound so bizarre. Right. I'm going to go. Have a nice day. The second the conversation is over, the girl immediately turns the other direction and carries on her way. Though she didn't seem to get very far by the time she starts mumbling about what a weirdo you are. You can hear it loud and clear. There's something about the girl you can't quite pinpoint, but you know you need to get closer to her. If only you haven't butchered your first encounter like that. If only there was some other way you could do it over. You dropped something. Did I? Wait, why did you say that? Perhaps it would have been a good excuse if you actually had something to give her. You stand there awkwardly for a few seconds before coming up with an excuse. You say it looked like something small, like an earring or something. You didn't actually retrieve it, but you saw it fall. You okay? I don't wear earrings, and if something that small I don't, I'm gonna miss it. Thanks for telling me anyways, though. The second conversation is off. I suck at this. Who are you? Twyla. Do I know you? Wait, you're the new kid, right? There it is. The label you just felt like you were losing. I mean, it took her a while to, remember I was the new kid, so... I explained to her that, yes, you are the new kid. Your name is Bean. I see. Anyways, you haven't been here that long, right? Even though she doesn't know about the inner monologue you were just having, you can't help but feel she's trying to negate everything you told yourself. Bean, I want to go to your... that's too fast. Oh? Someone died there, right? Oh yeah, someone did! Golly, you almost had forgot. The comforting lull of your peaceful school life nearly pushed the memory out of your brain, as if it never were there to begin with. I want to see it, Bean. The body? I don't think the body would be there. I've been investigating it. Despite how much the school tries to hide that it ever happened. But you know about it, don't you? Do you really feel safe in that room? Well, let me scope it out. They wouldn't let anyone near it while it was still closed. But with your permission, I can get in. You're a bit lost for words. This is all happening so fast. You stopped on the pathway because of a chill she gave you moments after exchanging names. She demanded... I cannot read today. Or any day. You stopped her on the pathway because of a chill she gave you, and moments after exchanging names, she She's demanding permission to your room. What does she think she'll find in there? You tell her... no. Figures. If you're fine with living with a murderer at school, then it's not my issue. Goodbye, Bean. Twyla walks off after that, her pace as brisk as it was before you stopped her. And that was the last you saw of her that day. Perhaps you should have let her look at your room. It seems like that'll be your only choice if you want to get closer to her. Yeah, next time you see her, you'll tell her she's allowed. Yeah, next time. You're welcome to look around. Thank you. Will you take me there now? Right now? It's imperative to my investigation that I see it as soon as possible. So much time has already been wasted. Let's go now. Right, of course. You guide Twyla over to the direction of your dorm room. You were hoping that maybe you could get to talk to her more, maybe start to understand that chill she gave you. Even now, watching her sharp face, spectacular eyebrows high in the air, it washes you in a sense of wonderment and confusion. Do you know her from anywhere? No, that can't be the case. This has to be your first time meeting her. Besides, the feeling you're feeling, it isn't a sense of deja vu. It's a sense of something else. Eventually, you make it to your dorm, unlock the door, and invite Twyla inside. It looks just the same as it did this morning. Nothing out of place or toppled over. This is how you decorate? Twyla asked, scanning your room with a look that can only be described as judgmental. You like it? No. No. But I haven't seen any dorm here that I liked. Yours is the least offensive in my eyes. Twyla takes another step forward into your dorm when your little frog buddy hops onto your desk, a perfect view of Twyla. It's almost as if it was trying to get her attention. Twyla looked only for a moment, before returning the frog's gaze with a scowl. You have one of them. One of them? My dorm mate collects these slimy mistakes like candy. Her dorm mate? That must be Mary, right? That's correct. I'm surprised you've heard of her. Actually, wait. No, I'm not. Everyone makes fun of Scary Mary at least once. Scary Mary. It's true. You've heard that name quite a lot since coming here. But even her own dorm mate is gonna call her by the name? You've heard recently that she doesn't like it. You can't imagine anyone in her position would. Oh, I'm sorry. You've mistaken me for someone else who gives a fuck. Besides, it's not like she's gonna ever say anything about it. Well... You're gonna bring a frog? What should I do with the frog? Does she want a frog back? Does she want a frog back? Probably. But I sure don't. So I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see the little annoyance, okay? Hearing this, the frog jumps out of her way. Perhaps its ticket home was farther than it thought. So... I'm going to look around. You tell her by all means, go ahead. That's what she's here for, after all. Just tell her not to expect too much. When you arrived on your first day, your dorm was spotless. You wouldn't have known anything happened if other people didn't tell you. You doubt she's gonna find much of anything, especially now that you're all moved in. Oh, don't worry. I'll find something. She sounds so sure of herself. It even makes you believe it. You gesture to your room and around the both of you and tell her she can look as much as she pleases. Plan to. Thanks. You take a seat in the corner of the room as Twyla begins to search through everything. Perhaps if you had something physical to hide, you'd be more worried. But she's already seen the frog and clearly doesn't care for it. The only other things in your room are clothes, books, homeworks that's probably safe to throw out at this point, but you're not gonna risk it just yet. You keep a careful eye on her as she searches though. You have no idea what she might find. It's possible that something in your room you assume was normal, but she would regard as abnormal. Probably me. Maybe a scratch on the door you figured was always there, or a secret compartment under your bed different from the normal drawers. She moves through everything quickly and carefully not to make a mess as she does. The clothes she removed from the drawers stay folded, and the books she searches under and through are returned to the way she found them. You almost fall into a daze watching her work, as if watching a movie, like one of those wannabe detectives who is so close to the truth, but not yet. She just needs that one missing link, the one piece of evidence to tie it all together and slam the door shut on this case. Hey, Twyla begins to strike up a conversation with you in the middle of her search. It snaps you out of your gaze. It snaps you out of the daze you were in and pulls you back into reality. She continues to shuffle around the room as the two of you talk. How did you feel about the school? The school? Like... living on campus? Sure, if that's what you want to talk about. You explained to Twyla that campus life is pretty nice. Honestly, nicer than you had anticipated. You had always heard nice things about the school, of course, but this was on a much grander level than you expected. In some ways, it almost feels like you're having a small town or a village. Even more so, considering you're dorming here all by yourself. Ugh, hold on. Twyla pulls out a cell phone from her pocket. It seems like she's checking a message, but the way her eyes scan the screen gives you a feeling it's not a good one. Bean. She turns to you. I have to go, but this is not over. We're continuing this later. Don't touch anything. Before you can say anything, Twyla exits out of your room and slams the door behind her. But she left you with so many questions. What did her message say? What does she mean by later? How are you supposed to not touch anything of your own dorm room? You open the door again and she's already gone. And you have no idea when it'll be she's coming back. Could it be an hour? Tomorrow? Next week? You hope it's soon. You need to see her again. And maybe you can actually learn more about this next time. Alright, next one. Like... my classmates? Yeah, I think they would be good to hear about. Well, everyone you've met in the school so far has been lovely. In their own little ways. Natina, kind of. I don't really like her. Some are a bit rougher around the edges than others, but they usually warm up to you after not too long. I see. You must have a lot of charm on you then. Who have you met so far? Oh, well, you don't know any of them she knows, but you begin to lift them off to her. When you first arrived, you met Natina, who had been in the middle of a spat with Theo. Then, not too long after, you met someone named Mitzi, which then attracted her other friend Ollie to you. Then after that, you ended up meeting with a boy named Crovin and his friend Vasilis while they were up to some pranks around the school. And now you've met Bean. She cuts you off abruptly. She has stopped rummaging around through your things and has moved her position to stand up. She's staring directly into your eyes as if you would have vanished if she had not been looking at you. You don't keep food in your room. It was a strange sentence and certainly not a question. She wasn't asking you in curiosity. You don't keep food in your room? She was telling it to you as if she was accusing you of something. You ask her why she's saying that. What do you do when you get hungry? You explain to Twyla that when you're hungry, every time? Yes, I see. Twyla turns back around and closes the drawer you weren't aware was open. You were right, there isn't much here. I appreciate you letting me look around though. Thank you for your cooperation. Goodbye. Alright, since I also grabbed the hand of Natina and now we were friends, so... Boop. You reach for Twyla's hand but she swiftly moves it before— Hey! Don't try to touch me. Her voice can only be described as a snarl. She leaves, seeming a bit grumpier than she had been before. You feel as though you messed up, having left a bad impression on her right before she left. You didn't know she would be so particular about it. You wish you could apologize, but she's already gone. Maybe next time you'll see her, you'll be able to tell her. Tell her what? Let her go, I guess. She swiftly exits your dorm, but then after a moment, actually, do you want to help me with something? Oh? Well, sure, you aren't busy right now, and she finished up your room quicker than you thought she might have. Thank you. It'll be easier with another person there. Let's go. You start off with Twyla as she leads you out of your dorm. You wave goodbye to your frog friend still waiting inside, as you lock the door behind you and follow Twyla to wherever she's taking you. You pass the courtyard, the pool, and more, Twyla ever silent as you continue to walk with her. She walks, briskly, as if she's in a rush. It's almost a bit difficult to keep up with her, without flat out running. And yet, despite her speed, you can only describe her movement as a very brisk walk. And that briskness is only compounded by the strange, frigid feeling you get from being beside her. What a strange character she is. Eventually, her pace begins to slow as you draw nearer to her desired location, and walk inside of it. Where am I? On the baseball field, yes. The fences are taller than you were expecting. In some ways, they almost feel like a cage. But what is baseball without a few cages? Twyla had brought you to the school's baseball field, a place you were aware existed but had no idea how to find until now. Bean. It doesn't escape you why I brought you here, does it? Of course not. She brought you here because... because you wanna play baseball. What? Don't try to be a jokester, Bean. It isn't funny, you're just annoying. Thanks, I get that a lot. You apologize. Not because you wanted to, but because you felt like you had to with a response as sharp as that. At this point, you're almost certain this girl's words could tear through skin. Before the conversation can continue any further, Twyla looks into the distance of the field. Besides the two of you, there's a single student way off in the field. Even from here, you can tell that he's massive. Gunther? Was that his name? He appears hunched over in the grass, one hand reaching for the ground over and over. It looks as if he's picking daisies out of the ground. Gunther! Twyla suddenly calls to him. You watch as he picks up his head, ears twitching in response. He picks himself off the ground, immediately shaking any dirt off and rushing his way over to you. His reaction was so quick and deliberate, you get the feeling that this is normal for the both of them. Before he can say anything at all, Twyla speaks to him. Gunther, since you're here, I wanted to ask, has our little friend stopped by here today? Which friend? Reginald. Of course, Reginald. People always think that Reginald did it. I don't know what's happening, man. Oh, yes. Friend Reginald comes by almost every day. He has left for today. If you wish to see him, try tomorrow. No, it's fine. That's all I needed to hear. Twyla then gestures to you, introducing you to your fellow student. Gunther, this is Bean. Hello, I'm Gunther. You look Gunther up and down. He's quiet, husky. Well, I mean... alright. The size of him makes you feel like a child in comparison. It's hard to believe you're around the same age. Looking closely at his ever-joyful face, you notice that his right eye is a bit lazy. I just realized his eyes reminds me of Sans. Damn. You can't help but feel it adds to his charm, and you tell him that you like the look of his face. Bean is quite a flatterer. Gunther appreciates your compliment. Gunther, can you do me a favor? Oh? Can you grab me a water from the vending machine? I'm really thirsty, but I don't have the money on me and the cafeteria is too far. I'll pay you back. Of course, friend Twyla. Gunther rushes off in the direction of the vending machine, positioned right before the bleachers, but just outside the field. Twyla watches as he runs off and then looks back to you. Bean, I need you to distract him for me. I haven't had a lot of chances to find evidence around here, and now it's mostly empty. It should be a good time, as long as I can ensure Gunther isn't watching me. He gets very sensitive about school equipment. I'm going to leave before he gets back. Don't fuck this up for us. Before you can agree or protest, Twyla is already gone, heading up towards some of the small sheds that litter themselves around the barriers of the field. And before you can go after her, Bean? Where did friend Twyla go? I brought her the water. She was wearing her glasses, but she forgot her glasses. Really? Gunther was certain she was wearing them. It's alright, she went back to get them and will be back soon. She? By herself? She's walking blind? I must help her. If friend Twyla gets hurt, then Gunther runs off, leaving you standing in the field alone. You hope that getting Gunther to live is sufficient enough of a distraction for Twyla. Speaking of Twyla, you find yourself heading out towards the sheds Twyla was headed to just a moment ago. You'd like to know about this investigation too, after all. It is your room this all took place in. Once you reach a shed that has its doors left ajar, you don't hesitate to stick your head inside and see what she's up to. But to your surprise, no one was in there. Just baskets of some old baseball helmets, gloves, uniforms, and other stuff of the like. How strange. She didn't leave you for that long after all. You find yourself heading back towards the center of the field, head twisting as you look for her. It doesn't take you long before, hey, where did Gunther go? You tell Twyla that you told Gunther she was somewhere else and that he ran off to look for her. And that you were looking to where she actually ran off to. I see. It's pointless though. Huh? Look behind you. As Twyla instructs you do so. They are still a ways away, but a group of students is heading towards the direction from outside of the field. Oh shit. They appear to be a part of the club, or maybe they were just friends looking to wind down with some baseball for fun. This always happens. Ugh, I'm never going to be able to investigate properly. Every area in the school is always crowded, and if I go looking at night, I risk getting in trouble because of curfew. Bean, do you have the date to the dance? What? Wait, hold on. Do you have a date to the okay, I guess we're gonna investigate instead of whatever. Huh? It's a bit out of nowhere, but no, you don't. It's still a bit away, and although you have I didn't touch anything. Still a bit away now, although you have some friends, you're not really close enough for any of them to ask to if they want you to. Good. You will be my date to the dance, Bean. Oh? Think about it. There's no curfew during the dance, and all the students will be in a contained area, not to mention all the staff. Even if there are a few stragglers, they'll be easier to avoid in the dark, and possibly won't be interested in whatever we're doing. We can use the dance to our advantage and investigate while everyone is distracted by it. Oh, well... What? Well, you were kinda looking forward to the dance, at least a little bit. After all your friends are gonna be there, right? Twyla eyes you quizzically for a moment. Then she sighs. We can go to the dance for a bit, but after, you'll go looking with me. Does that sound fair? I hate having to ask, but it's easier when I have someone watching my back. That sounds fair to you. Good. I'll see you at the dance. Don't keep me waiting. Huh? Question mark? Question mark? Even I'm confused. The murder weapon is here. Wow. Correct. At least that's what I think. How did you know? Well, there could only be so many reasons. She brought you here, and you can't imagine it's easy to get weapons on campus. Maybe a knife if you're involved in the cooking programs. But you're sure those are kept well protected for that very reason. Sports equipment seem more accessible. But you can already see that the beds here are wooden. Is that really enough to kill someone? You can kill anyone with your bare hands too, so... Before the conversation can continue further, Twyla looks into the distance of the field. Besides the two of you, there's a single student, Gunther. Wow. She was feeling sick. Sick? She wasn't feeling very well and decided to head down to the nurse's office. I see. Perhaps it was because Gunther didn't get the water to her fast enough. It was only a minute. Gunther will bring her the water at once. Gunther runs off, leaving you standing in the field alone. You hope they're getting Gunther. Alright. Another question mark for a heart. Alright, is it bad? No. I'm just making an observation. Twyla takes another step forward into your dorm room when... Alright. What should I do with the frog? I don't give a fuck what you do with it. It's not in my dorm anymore, so it's not my problem. Good fucking riddance, I'd say. Seriously. Like my classes? Sure, if that's what you want to talk about. You explain to Twyla that your classes are fine. Times are challenging, but nothing you can't handle with a bit of hard work. All your teachers like you too, which is a plus. Hold on. Alright, that's it then. Bye. I know it isn't much. No, it's better that way. Your choices are fine. Twyla takes another step forward into your dorm room. Are you gonna bring the frog back then? Hell no. The less frogs, the better. Put that thing in my hands and I'll throw it against the wall. Oh my god, they're so violent. Classmates. The school's killer is here. Half correct. He isn't here now, but I've seen him around. Before the conversation can continue any further... she got a phone call. Oh? She said it was important, so she wanted to answer it in private. That is... But! Her water! Gunther must deliver it before it loses its cold. Friend Twyla will be upset if it's warm by the time it's delivered. Where did she run off to? You point towards some direction off the field, not really pay attention as to where. Gunther thanks you. And sure friend Twyla will as well. Gunther runs off, leaving you standing in the field alone. I hope that getting Gunther to live was sufficient and no distraction for Twyla. Yeah, I'll see you at the dance. Don't keep me waiting. Okay. Twyla, I can't capture her quote-unquote heart, I guess. I just realized I have so many more safe spots. I'm dumb. Okay, maybe it's because she's too serious and I'm not allowed to like tease her, but I don't really like Twyla that much. Vasilis, yes, I do like them. They're nice and cute to tease. Twyla, I don't really like serious people that much. Kinda brings down the mood, you know. But, you know, there has to be a variety in every character and story. Next time we'll have intermission and Gunther. I don't know what the intermission is because there's no one. It looks like the library, I just realized. We'll be in the library apparently. So, if you're excited to watch, if you're excited to see faster, I mean, I'm probably gonna post the next video. But, if you like what you see in these two and you wanna play it by yourself, it's in the description below. I really enjoy this game so much. Every single time I say that, I enjoy it. So I just can't really talk that well sometimes. So if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, do all those good stuff. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!